Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm Lamont Gilchrist. www.L.G.Fitness-Messiah.com is my web page. Go and check it out. Got some good information. I have a link to my Zulu group where I give free nutritional information, motivational stuff, kind of see the science that I'm working on, and some of the other trainers that I interact with around the world and other people. We bring good, valuable nutrition, health information to you from that source for free. Try it out. So I'm doing an episode on you can't count calories. I'm kind of going to deviate from it today, but I'm going to say something real quick about it, and I'll continue that episode so you have a better understanding. With carbohydrates, if it's not processed, you have to understand the Industrial Revolution, processing food, and natural foods and other particular things like that. And the genetic spicing of food is not new. It was done thousands of years ago, just different. It was crossbreed hybrids of food. People took food, and water travel happened throughout the world. And as people migrated out of Kemet or Kush or Tanzania and all these other different places and Manifest Destiny went to the Americas and went all over the world. They took certain seeds and followed certain animals, and so we really can't. I know people always want to talk about the paleo diet and stuff and all the other stuff, which is delusional, which is an illusion and delusional, for the simple fact that whatever animals they were eating 10,000 years ago are probably not around right now as far as in their genetic makeup because of the environment, the changes, the ice ages, and other different particular things that went on, the air quality, just a whole bunch of different environmental effects which made animals and the genetic makeup of animals and the way that they digest and all the other things probably more elaborate. And we haven't been able to come to an understanding of how they digest things in the process, or if they were like the ancient animals or the relative animals of today, because when those animals perished and they went into the ground, the only thing that remained were the bones. They were not mummified, the organs didn't remain, the brain, none of that stuff remained. Even in the Homo sapien humans or the skulls or the other things that they do, and they try to say what made people smarter coming from apes, and that's all theoretical. None of that stuff remained. There's no test that they can actually do to actually test the substance or the internal organs or the way that it functioned on those prehistoric, or the way or how their nutritional health or the different type of aminoids or the breakdown. They can look at some of the DNA strands of stuff in the bones and things like that and see how DNA activity may have formed just by reading the codes and make assumptions once again. But to get to that point, and get to the point, one of the quick points that I wanted to make, and I probably won't even get to what it was that I want to discuss, and I'll probably discuss that in another video, about how to make a genetic athlete from the type of training, from being a sprinter at a young age, playing different sports, epigenetics, and how it helps and how it actually projects, or it actually can make you more efficient in other aspects of your health and performance later on in life, to cross-train different things. And that's what I help my athletes do, and I'll get to that in another video. So let me finish this. So then we're talking about fruits and vegetables. So now we're talking about the minerals, the vitamin, the rainwater that's coming down, things that are being absorbed. Now fruits and vegetables have a DNA pattern and have a growth pattern. If not, then an apple could go and grow into an orange, or an orange could grow into an apple, or it will all be the same, and they'll have the same flavonoids, same colors, and all the other different things. So there are genetic traits and distinct minerals, macro and micro minerals that are in certain areas of the earth that goes into the food that these trees and these plants and these herbs produce to actually help for human healing. Biblical scriptures say that the herbs are for the healing of the nations. And I believe from the ancients and beyond what written language from scripture, from the Septuagint and all the other stuff, which is really young in comparison to maybe millions of years or hundreds of thousands of years of verbal, kinetic, mental, spiritual, metaphysic conversations that the ancients had. As you can see in the building of pyramids and geometry and Timbuktu and the teaching of the Moors to, so all that. So we are actually kind of dumbed down to the actual healing process and properties of some of the different herbs and stuff like that. And that's kind of like what I research now. I've been researching that for probably like the last 3 years. I'm spending some time with some brilliant people on those particular things and doing my own independent research. So I just wanted to bring that to you. And so that's where the carbohydrate, and I'll make another video, that's where we're talking about carbohydrates. Y'all focusing, and people focus on the little things, proteins, fats, carbohydrates. That's really that's not saying much. That's like saying I have arthritis. That's joint pain. We need to focus on the breakdown, the aminoids, what do these different things inside of this stuff represent. And people have been breaking it down and they know what they represent. And sometimes they lace that stuff by making artificial food with poisons and things to enhance and things to make you become addicted. High fructose corn syrup and other aspects of stuff. And that's where we have the epidemic and the problem that's going on right now with obesity, diabetes, cancers, and all the other stuff, because these are man-made or engineered from the genetic altering of certain principles of nature, which is supposed to nurture us, that humans, or somewhat humans, Homo sapien, I mean, it's hard to say humans because there isn't this mass destruction and sickness and poisoning for millions of years. And in this new era of what we call humanity, of the teachings of what we call human now, we have all this death, destruction, and chaos. And it's come, and it was accompanied by the existence of the people that sets the policy, that do the science, that study the things which are incomplete. And that's a whole nother video, because you have to be connected to the universe and the sun and the earth to actually be human. And that's the definition of it. So I just wanted to make a quick video. Kind of got off the subject, but I think this will be an interesting video. If you want more information about my research and the things that I do, you can contact me on my website. And as always, have a blessed day. Thanks.